Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, my name is Hammam Zuhdi Anwar with student number 2024311171. So this time, I want to make a video about the last practicum report for SQL programming lessons. So let's start it. So it's the firstly, I create the table like the query database wall.txt set. Nah, just like this. There is create table pelanggan, table penyelenggara, table event, table tiket, table transaksi tiket, table sponsor, and table sponsor. Oh, and then let's fill the table. Uh, I fill the table like the query database.txt. This field for table pelanggan, table penyelenggara, table event, table tiket, table transaksi tiket, table sponsor. And then let's continue to the question from the practicum report. Firstly, the first number one is to make a database with the query like in the file query awal database.txt. So the query is like this: create database if not exist, event text underscore db, and then use the event text underscore db. And then number two is showing all the pelanggan data like name and email with the column ID transaksi and using left join with the pelanggan table is in the left side, and the pelanggan that never buying a ticket before, it will be showing null in the transaksi column. So the query is like this: select p.nama, p.email, tt.id transaksi from pelanggan P, left join transaksi tiket tt. So just like this is the result is it will appear like this. So the number three is to pairing the table event with the table penyelenggara using right join with the table penyelenggara in the right side. So and then showing all of the organization name with the event name that they manage like this. So the query is select like this, penyelenggara, and the result is show like this, showed like this. So like example, concert harmony is handled by organization named Nusantara Promosindo and etc. So let's continue to number four. Number four is for make a query join for union operator between left and right join, for simulation full outer join between table event and table sensor. So the query is like this: select ID event and on EID event, SID event. So the result is the table result is will appear like this: ID event 1 2 3 4 0 0 0, event name and perusahaan. And then number five is tampilkan is showing column ID event and jenis tiket and harga from the table ticket, that the price is more higher or more expensive from the average price for the ticket in ID event for dynamis. So using method correlated subquery. So the query is will like this: select ID event jenis tiket harga from ticket T1, where harga is above from average. So the table it will appear like this: ID event 13, jenis tiket VIP, and the price 150 and 250, 200, 150 and 200. The number 6 is creating a view. So the query is like, it will like this: create view rekap penjualan select, so query like this, and then until where titik status bayar equal selesai. Then we call the view before with query select all from view rekap penjualan. So the table it will appear like this. There is nama pelanggan, nama event, jenis tiket, jumlah beli, and total bayar. Number 7 is make a query the transaction ticket between that registration between 2024 until 2025. So the query is like this. It will like this: select nama, tanggal, saldo from pelanggan, and etc. until order by saldo dex. So the table it will appear like this: nama, tanggal daftar, and saldo. The number 8 is creating a query group by. To query with like this: select category count as total event, sum anggaran event as pelanggaran, form event, and then group by category. So it will appear like this: category, total event, and then total anggaran. The number 9, this group is make a query using group by plus having. Nah, the condition is ticket is more than 3. Nah, query is it will like this: select ID pelanggan, sum, and extract until having sum, jumlah beli is more than or greater than 3. So the table it will appear like this: ID pelanggan 1, 2, total ticket is 6 and 5, or 6 and 5 is more than 3. And then number 10 is creating a user. There is a 3 command here. The first command is make or create a new user, name staff ticketing in localhost identified by staff ticketing, and then grant the user uh, access for select and insert. So query it will like this: grant select insert on event text db answer ticket to staff ticketing localhost, and then the staff is already retired because the contract is lost, so we must revoke or take back the access. So we will use the query revoke insert on event text table answer ticket from staff ticketing localhost, and then we use query flush for refresh the user, and then number 11 we make a simulation for the wrong transaction or mistransaction. So the first command is using begin and rollback. The query it will like this: transaction start transaction, update pelanggan, set saldo, min 50,000. And then because the pelanggan or the customer is give back the item, so we will roll back. So the data of the item it will back like before. It's like undo function in other system. So the next condition is begin plus commit. So this condition is we decrease the saldo of pelanggan or customer, and we decrease the amount of the ticket. Nah, so the query it will like this: start transaction, update pelanggan, set saldo, min 2 million, where the pelanggan is 2. So and then we must update the ticket table. So update the ticket, set quota means 1, where ticket ID 4. Commit the query commit is like to enter to send it to the system. And then number 12 is indexing. So we create an index for nama event on event nama event. So we can use the index like this: select all from event where nama event take conference 2026. It will appear like this. id event are num event. So we can call the num event with this index. So we will get the information about the tech conference 2026. And then the last is backup database. So we must exit from the current database we using it, and then we enter this query mysql dam min urut min p event xdb cadangan event text.sql. So we we back up this database to cadangan event text.sql, and then we make a new database to save the backup. So we create a database event text db backup, and then we move or transfer the file backup.sql to the database backup using this query sql min urut min p event text db backup cadangan event text.sql, and then the backup is success. And then we can try it or call it or using it the database, the same database as the before, but this is the backup database. So this event text db underscore backup. So tables. The tables is actually same with the event text underscore db. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.